Hey guys, it's me Charuta and welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be a thrift flip video. I recently thrifted a lot of clothes and you can watch that video right here. I did a $50 thrift haul from Goodwill and I literally bought a whole new summer wardrobe, and in that video I talked about how I would be thrift flipping a few pieces, and this is that video. I have been uploading 2 videos in a week, so in case you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe so that you get notified every single time I put up a video. So the thrift flips that I did in this video are really cute and they turned out so good. So the first one is this cute little white mini dress. I showed you guys a vintage nightgown in white in my last video and I told you guys that I would be thrift flipping it. So I thrift flipped into a really cute flowy baby doll cottagecore dress and it looks so good. And I also thrifted a men's shirt that I thrift flipped into a cute little tie up crop top, and that is also in the same cottagecore, very romantic, ethereal aesthetic. And actually I got inspired for that thrift flip from the Essentials Club. So I saw a really cute tiny white crop top on Shein and it was for $13, and I try and not buy from Shein until and unless I just have to. So I decided to thrift flip it and it turned out super cute. And finally I wanted a pair of denim bermuda shorts because they are literally so in right now and so is 90s fashion. I tried looking for them in the thrift store but I could not find them. So I told you guys that I would be buying a pair of jeans and I would be like DIYing them into a bermuda short, and it is literally the most simple DIY ever and they look really good. The only problem is that they are mid-waist, but I think I can make that work because mainly I'm going to pair them with oversized button down or like graphic tees and stuff like that, so it will work out. So without wasting any further time, let's get into these thrift flips. For the first thrift flip, we'll be turning a pair of jeans into a pair of 90s Bermuda shorts. So what I'm doing is I'm marking the length where I want the Bermuda shorts to end, and I want it a little above my knee, and then I just grabbed a pair of scissors and I am just cutting it. Since I want raw hem, I am not going to hem it, and that's basically it. This is all you need to do to convert a pair of jeans into a Bermuda short, and I wanted to go with a loose kind of silhouette. So this is how it turned out. It is a mid-rise Bermuda short and I am super excited to pair it with a button-up or a graphic tee. For the second thrift flip, we'll be converting a thrifted men's button-up shirt into a very cute front bow tie-up crop top. For this, I am actually marking the length where I want the top to end, and I'm taking 3 inches below that length and marking it so that I can fold it. You will get to know about this as we move further in the tutorial. Next, I took out a pen and marked the neck using that, and I went for a U sort of neck, and then I just got my pair of scissors and I carefully cut the fabric, and I was especially careful around the buttons because the fabric is a little thicker around those sides, and then I just turned the side that I had cut and it actually worked as the stencil for other side, and this is how the neck would look after cutting the collar out. Next, I cut down the length where I marked it, and once I had cut the neck and the length, this is what I had. The next step was cutting out the straps from the leftover fabric of the button-up shirt. So for cutting the straps, I basically cut around 2.5 inch width straps, and I cut out 4 such straps. After cutting out the straps, I removed the buttons and the placket portion so that it is easier for me to sew these straps. The next step was sewing 2 straps together, and after sewing the straps together, I turned the straps into half and I did a straight stitch along the length of the straps, and the next step was turning the straps inside out. I used a thin brush to do that. All you need to do is bunch up the strap and then pull it through the other side. This process looks really complex, but it's easy to do, and after doing that I had the straps which was so perfect. So the next step is basically hemming the neck area and the bottom area of the crop top, and that is what I'm doing on my sewing machine. I'm hemming the bottom as well as the neck area so that there's no fraying of the fabric. Once I had hemmed the top, I tried it on and then I folded the area where I wanted to create the tunnel, and now I'll sew around this area to create a tunnel which will act as a tunnel for the straps to go in. So basically, I am folding the area where I want to sew around the waist and around the neck, and the next step is taking the crop top into the sewing machine and sewing a tunnel around the waist as well as the neck. So this is how the top looks with the neck tunnel sewn in, and the next step is sewing the waist tunnel, which is basically just a straight stitch along the waist of the crop top. Once the tunnels are sewn around the waist and the neck, the next step is adding straps into the tunnels around the waist and the neck so that it bunches up. So basically, I added a little safety pin and I used that safety pin to take the strap around the tunnel, and this is the strap coming out of the other end, and do the same thing with the neck tunnel as well, and just bunch up the top around your waist and your bust according to your measurements and tie it into a bow. I decided to leave the button in the center so that there's no nip slip, and it looks super cute. It's so romantic, so ethereal. I can't wait to style it and wear it. It turned out so freaking good. The third and the final thrift flip is turning a vintage nightgown into a cottagecore little white dress that looks super cute. So basically, the first step is marking where I want to cut the dress. Use a pair of scissors to cut it out. Whenever I'm working on a project, I like trying on the project as it goes. So this is what the length looks like. I know it looks super short, but that is because we're going to add another layer of fabric to it. So the next step was measuring out how long I want the fabric gather band to be. I wanted it to be around 7 inches. I did add 1 inch for hem allowance, making it around 8 inches, and then I used a pen to mark the length on the fabric, and it would make it easier for me to cut the fabric. I cut out two 8-inch fabric panels from the leftover fabric of the nightgown, and then I again cut it from the center to make it into two different pieces of fabric. Both the pieces were 8 inches long, so these pieces would actually form the hem of the dress. So I am cutting the sides of this fabric and then I am hemming the bottom so that it does not fray. Once I was done hemming the length of the fabric panels, I also decided to hem the sides so that there's no fraying. And the next step was placing these fabric panels around the hem of the dress shirt that we cut and gathering it around the hem. So basically for this step, I put the wrong sides together and I started bunching the fabric into pleats and hemming it onto the piece that we had cut out earlier. And after hemming the pieces together and sewing the sides together, this is how the dress turned out. It is so romantic, it is so ethereal, it is the perfect garden fairy cottagecore dress, and I styled this dress with cowboy boots and it looked super cute. Also, this embroidery is so darling. It's such a cute little vintage dress and I am obsessed. I hope that you guys enjoyed these thrift flips. Let me know in the comments below which was your favorite one. I actually love all of them and I can't really decide. I feel like two of these thrift flips have a really cottagecore and ethereal vibe, and the Bermuda shorts are really 90s inspired, so it's a mixed bag of everything. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and hit the bell icon so that you get notified every single time I upload a video. That's it for this video. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, bye.